Jimmy,
You,
how good did it feel to just have that type of performance in the run game after struggling so much this year?
It was great. Felt very dominant up front, and it was a fun game. So whenever you can rush for that many yards, it's always a good time.
what was the big difference tonight, Jim, with when they're in the run game compared to other games?
Jerry, you cut out. What did you say at the beginning?
I said, what was the biggest difference tonight with the run game compared to other games?
I really just think it's a culmination of things. We practice hard. We practice well. Coach Dave Borbley put together a great run game plan. Coach Whip called a good game, and Vincent ran well, and the O-line blocked well. So when you have all those things that go together, you have success.
Jimmy, what was the mentality on the final drive there? I mean, did it feel like last year when you guys had that 4-minute drill and just kind of killed the clock?
I don't think we're thinking about last year. It's just, every game's different. But yeah, I mean, we want to finish on the field. So the best play in, football is taking a knee. So you wanted to have that, and it was nice we scored a touchdown. And it was a fun drive.
Jimmy, if this was your final college game, what do you take away from this?
I'm grateful for the University of Pittsburgh and the opportunity it's given me. I love this school, my teammates, and, it's really shaped me to the man I am today. And the memories I've made and the relationships I have now will last me a lifetime. And I'm proud to be a Pitt Panther.
Do you and your teammates want to play in a bowl game?
I think so. I mean, we had an Eagles meeting, and on Thursday with our leadership council, and every Eagles meeting, we go over the week, and Coach brought up bowl game and the schedule or whatever, and we're focused on Georgia Tech. So whenever we talk about the future, coach and players always say focus about this week. So
Jimmy, what was clicking the most for you from the run game tonight? Not just with the offensive line, but Vincent, of course, running behind you guys, getting 247 yards. And it also seemed like you got a little chippy out there at times. You had to rush to Kenny's defense after what was looked like a late hit on the sideline. Just talk about just the environment and what was going on with you guys in this game.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, we had a good week of practice coming off a bye week. We had some time to rest up, and especially with that Clemson game, we thought we left a lot out there, and it wasn't the performance that reflects our offense. So we practiced hard. Good game plan was put together. Coach Whip called a good game. And, with the chippiness, it's a Thursday night game. There's so much uncertainty in 2020. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so, we played every game. Like we played the Austin Peay game like we played – it was our last game of the season. So that's how we've taken that mentality this season. And it gets chippy. I mean, it's conference games all season. So we obviously are very familiar with Georgia Tech, and they had a lot of veteran guys that we played last year and two passionate units going against each other. So it's a game of football. It happens. It was a night game, and things like that are going to happen.
Jimmy, you guys might have a bowl game but even aside, just getting to the end of this regular season in 11 games, one postponement, that's basically it. I mean, how do you kind of feel that your team navigated this? And as a captain, I mean, what can you kind of say about the program and how you guys went about this season?
I think we did a great job all the way from Chancellor Gallagher to Heather Lyke to Coach Dews, and especially our training staff, Dale Thornton and, Dr. Aaron Mayers, who you guys really probably don't know. And they really made this whole season go. So Dr. Aaron Mayers and Dale Thornton and the whole training staff, I'm extremely grateful to those people. They're phenomenal at their job. And if you look at across the country, we had, like you said, we had that one hiccup. We had to cancel one game. But really it wasn't that bad. We could have, I'm not going to say we could have played that game, but we were being smart. And that's what we did all year. And we were responsible, and we did the right things on and off the field. We wanted to play this season, and fortunately we were able to accomplish that.
Jim, first off, digging the mustache.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing, Alan. This is my stash game.
How do you put this season into perspective with the way you feel about what this team did? I think there was some expectations at the beginning of the season, maybe before kind of anybody knew what was going to happen with COVID and all that this could maybe be one of the best teams you had at Pitt in your time here anyway. It didn't quite get to that level from a record standpoint, but just how do you feel about this team right now after 11 games, and how do you kind of summarize the way this team's journey went through its season?
Well, I would agree with you. We had really high expectations for ourselves. If you told us that we would have this many losses, I would have been in shock. And it's just the way it happened. You don't plan for this at all. COVID is not an excuse because everybody had to deal with it. And, I love these guys. It wasn't the season that we wanted, but, this is a really close-knit team. And, you can go back and make excuses. Those 2 games we lost by 1 point and whatever, and then Kenny gets hurt. But it's the game of football, and that's why it's so amazing. And this team is an amazing team. And so I love these guys and all that we've been through. It's definitely going to remember for the rest of my life.